Hey everybody, welcome back to Cubbage Critiques, sponsored by Vibrant Souls Health and Wellness. You can follow Vibrant Souls on Instagram, and you can email Vibrant Souls at vibrantsouls@gmail.com. So, here we are again. It is right after Monday Night Raw, and it was the debut on Netflix, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I've been itching to talk about this, so this is going to be a very, very good topic for you wrestling fans out there. You might actually have some laughs, so stay tuned. This edition of Coverage Critiques begins in just a matter of seconds. Don't go nowhere. All right, welcome back to Cubbage Critiques. And again, if this is your first time, welcome aboard. While you're here, make sure you click like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit the thumbs up on not just this video, but all the other content that we have here as well. All right, so this past Monday, Monday Night Raw debuted on Netflix, which is a big, big deal. The reason why it's a big deal is because this is the third time that Netflix has actually done something with sports. Of course, what was the big sporting event back a couple months ago or a few months ago? It was the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight. Now, that didn't really go over too well because there was a lot of streaming issues with that. But it was a risk that Netflix wanted to take. So then what was their second thing they did? They went ahead and they did 2 NFL games on Christmas Day. And there were no issues with that, believe it or not. So they tried their hand at WWE on Monday night. So this past Monday, WWE debuted on Netflix live with Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw is one of the biggest events for a Monday night that you can ever imagine other than Monday Night Football. So me being an avid WWE fan, let me just give you just a little briefing of what my take was of Monday Night Raw. So it started off with a lot of glitz and glamour, a lot of, fireworks and so forth. And then Triple H comes out. He's the COO, not CEO, COO. So he comes out and addresses the crowd, thanks the crowd for being there. Just so you know, this was based in Los Angeles on Monday night, so keep that in mind. So after Triple H comes out, addresses the crowd, he goes his merry way. It gets dark in the arena. Glitz and glamour starts again. Here comes The Rock, the final boss. And he enters the ring. Now, the last time we saw The Rock, for those of you who are watching Survivor Series and then a little bit before that, WrestleMania, The Rock was actually portraying himself as a heel character for many months now. And that's why he started this final boss character, because basically, I'm The Rock, you can't touch me, and he was doing some devious things. Well, he comes out Monday night, addresses the crowd, and right there and then, I guess you can say he started his babyface turn, or his face turn, if you will. So started shaking hands with the crowd, hugging people. People were hugging him. He's taking pictures with, with everybody, and people are trying to get pictures with him. So then the championship belt, or the Rock's belt, as he called it, that he carries around his shoulders, which is that actual, looks like one of those heavyweight championship belts. He walks over and he gives the belt to his 2 little girls, and then, gives a signal to his mom saying that I love you. So Rock gets in the ring. Everybody is so excited to see him. He gets pretty emotional. Well, it's about as emotional as a Rock can get. So that was a really good scene there. And then, he was addressing the fact that his cousin, the tribal chief, we all know Roman Reigns, was going to face his cousin in the ring that night, Solo Sikoa, for the battle of the, I think this thing is called the Ola Fala, I think it is. I hope I'm saying that right. Basically, it's a piece of garment that you put around your neck, and it just signifies that you are the tribal chief, or you are the one. So The Rock comes out before that and talks about how, talks about his Samoan heritage and how proud he is of that. And gives a little chant, little Samoan chant to the crowd. The crowd gives him the Samoan chant back. And then at the end of that Roman Reigns Solo Sikoa match, Reigns wins the match, wins possession of the garment to go around your neck. And his manager, Paul Heyman, everybody knows who Paul Heyman is from ECW days, decides that, well, I'm going to put this around Roman Reigns' neck. Down the aisle comes The Rock. Now, we're all sitting there thinking, what in the world's going to happen now? So The Rock decides, well, I want to be the one to put this around his neck. So everybody was bracing. They thought maybe there was going to be a fight breaking out and The Rock was going to go ham on Roman Reigns, and he didn't. He literally looked at him, put the garment around his neck, signifying, I guess you can say, possibly the change of the guard. Like, hey, I respect you. And this is Rock's full-blown babyface turn right there as it stands. So he shook hands with him and told him how much he appreciates him, addressed the crowd. Another person that showed up was John Cena. John Cena, very well-respected athlete, entertainer, and this is his last year, believe it or not. And he's actually wearing a shirt that says the John Cena farewell tour. So this is his farewell tour because he is going to retire at the end of this year, possibly. But he doesn't want to go without one last hurrah, so he decides he's going to enter the Royal Rumble on February 1st. So you can watch that as well. And I believe that's going to be on Peacock, so you can watch that. So very good moment for John Cena. Great matches they had that night, but the one thing that really stood out was Hulk Hogan. So nobody knew Hulk Hogan was going to be coming out there. Hulk Hogan, his music hits. He comes out with Jimmy Hart, the mouth of the South. Everybody knows who Jimmy Hart is with the megaphone. Jimmy Hart's not the problem. Nobody had a problem with Jimmy Hart. They had a problem with Hulk Hogan. And this man, who we thought was one of the most beloved figures from back in the day, was booed, and booed. I mean, there were hardly any cheers for this guy. And, he actually had the nerve to actually say something on social media to one of the social media outlets or news sources or something, saying that the reason why he was booed is because of the liberals. Well, go figure. It just means that, we all found out, we did a little research, and we found out that Hulk Hogan is just not who he says that he is. And it's unfortunate because he was one of my idols back in the day, but we have so many other idols out there now, even from back in the day, that weren't like that. So that was very hard to process, but I don't feel bad one bit for him getting booed, especially for what he did recently. I won't go into that, but you guys can look that up if you don't know. Again, they had some very good matches that night. We had a change in the guard for the women's World Heavyweight Championship. Rhea Ripley beat Liv Morgan, and Seth freaking Rollins and CM Punk. That was a great way to end Monday Night Raw. And CM Punk came out on top of the match, defeating CM Punk. So now we don't know if this is the end of their feud or whether Seth's going to take a couple weeks off, maybe a couple months off or whatnot, and just, recoup, whatever you call it. So, well, I mean, that's my take for WWE Monday Night Raw. You can watch Raw every Monday night on Netflix, live at 8 o'clock Eastern time. If you don't get it live, you can always go back and watch it later. And I know I will, because I want to see more glitz and glam for Monday Night Raw. And we do have some other great things that we're going to be critiquing here in Cubbage Critique, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If there's anything else you'd like us to talk about, meaning me and Bobby D, just let us know, and we will gladly critique it for you. Until then, I hope you guys tune in to the CCI radio show this coming Saturday with myself and Bobby D. We're going to have some fun, and we just really appreciate all your love and continued support for the CCI radio show, this channel, and all of our projects. Have a safe, blessed, and wonderful day, and we'll see you guys real soon. Take care.